Good morning, guys. It's Charlene here, the beauty teacher, and I wanted to show you guys my skin routine, my skincare routine in the morning. I wake up, usually I go to bed pretty greased up, so my face is full of oils and nutrients, and I look up so young and refreshed. I'm having my full-on nighttime routine. That's a different video. So I like to wash my skin or cleanse my skin after I wake up. If you are on the drier side, you may not want to use a harsh cleanser to wipe everything off because you want to keep some of that nutrients that you put in at night. But for me, I'm oily skin, so it is helpful for me to wash everything away. So I use Dream Clean to clean my face, and that is what I have now. It also, with a cleanser, you want to make sure that your cleanser is helping you minimize your pores. All right, so here's what I do. First thing, I put on some chapstick. I know that's reversed, but I really want my lips to be soaking all that goodness while I put all the stuff on my face. Okay, next thing I do, because I already feel like my skin is feeling a little tight, it's starting to get tight, which is what I want because I have oily skin, is I take Due Date and I do a half a pump of Due Date, which is a facial oil. And even half a pump is a lot. So I actually really moisturize it around my hands. And then I just pat it in to the large areas of my face. Same thing goes for you. If you have dry patches, this is where you want to treat all the dryness that you are experiencing on your skin with some, mix in your facial oil with your moisturizer. So now I'm actually going to take my moisturizer. This is a new bottle, Skin Therapy. I do a half a pump again, nothing too crazy, which is part of the reason my products last so long, because you don't really need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. That was a half a pump. But again, I did a half a pump of the oil, half of a pump of the moisturizer, and then really just massage it into the skin, especially areas that you know you get super dry. Like for me, my eyebrows be getting dry and stuff. So really massage it into the skin, and don't forget your neck. Your neck behind the ears area is super important as well because they age. And eye cream. Eye cream is super important. If you're over the age of 25, you need some eye cream in your life because that's gonna help soften your wrinkles. It's gonna help soften that area. That area around your skin around your eye is super delicate. So look at my one nail hanging on. Coronavirus, seriously. So I'm just massaging the eye cream underneath the eye, getting that nice brightness. And it's also gonna help with your makeup application, so your makeup is not sticking to your underneath your eyes and drying it out. So I always put some kind of eye cream. Once we have the eye cream on, here's where it gets a little interesting. I like to set where I know I'm going to crease with some powder. So I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and I'm going to just set underneath my eyes with some powder. Translucent powder, any translucent powder will work. It's really gonna help with any creasing that happens. And I like to set the areas that I know I get super creasy. So for me, around my smile lines, underneath my eyes can get creasy. And then my pores like to come out and play sometimes. So I like to set my cheeks and pores. So if you're oily, this is where you want to set the places that get super oily on your skin, or if you're super wrinkly or you have wrinkles, set those areas. And I'm just gonna do a light dusting on the forehead. Now this next step is optional. I like to do it because for me, I have oily skin and it really allows my makeup to just stay in absolute place, doesn't go anywhere. I take my setting spray. This is an oil control setting spray. If you're not oily, your regular setting spray to set the entire face. So my moisturizer, the translucent powder, and then I just kind of let that dry down. And then I feel like my face is ready for foundation. So you don't have to go in with your foundation all over the place. So for me, I always hit my chin area and around my mouth because that's where I experience most discoloration. So I'm always gonna buff, and I literally do 2 swirls in the pan with my buffing brush, and then I buff everything out. And then I start to go in the larger parts of my face. Very, very, very simple. I try not to use too much product. Our foundation is, the Lime Life Botanical Foundation is 50% pigmented. So you're going to get so much coverage from this foundation. So a little goes a long way. You could use the residue of this to really buff the skin. So I'm gonna go in with my finger for my under eye, just to make sure that I'm not overdoing it. And I'm spreading the product nice and even. Just a quick way of getting that coverage. And you know, you don't want to dab, you don't want to be too harsh with underneath the eye because it is underneath your eye area, so just be gentle. That is literally an AM easy foundation routine, quick skincare, didn't do very much, chapstick, and we're done and we're out the door. But we're not out the door. I'm inside the house. So, peace.